Hey everybody. So, sorry. Here we go. Okay, so number one, I just want to say that I'm not doing my virtual office hours today because Christian has a doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock. He's probably going to wake up while I'm recording this. Oh, excuse me. So I had to actually get dressed and like do my hair and like attempt this. And, you know, quarantine was supposed to be relaxing, not going for doctor's appointments. But anyway, so just know that I will not be on for 10 o'clock for office hours. I can post it later if you guys feel you need it. You just have to let me know. I'm going to check the group text now because I know I put something out there. Unless I imagined I did and never hit send. No, I did. Okay, cool. And no one responded. Are you guys even there? Okay. Anyway, so so no open virtual office hours for right now. Sorry. This is your video on how to do a sonnet and just how to, you know, learning about a sonnet and such. So what I'm going to do is I posted a PowerPoint, the one that I'm going to show you right now. It is under week 9. So you guys have, you know, a broken down example, but I'm going to go over it. We're going to talk about the sonnet and then I'm going to give you your 2 assignments. Let's see. Whew. Sorry, my husband woke me up early this morning. Earlier than I really want, I guess I should say. Okay, so we're going to go all the way back up to the top. Slideshow, because why not? Okay, so Shakespearean sonnet. So as we all know, Shakespeare is a dead white dude. He's pretty cool. We're going to be reading Taming of the Shrew, so you're going to start to learn my love for him. Shakespeare's not that scary, I promise. If, you know, I feel like people in high school get afraid of him, so they either love him or they hate him. There's no real in between. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. With that being said, he didn't just write plays and comedies and, you know, tragedies. He wrote some poems as well. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is how a sonnet is structured. The length is 14 lines. It's made up of 3 quatrains. So that is 3 sets of 4 lines. Okay, then it's a rhyme scheme of A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, with a rhyming couplet at the end of a rhyme scheme of G, G. Okay, so A and A, those first and third lines are going to rhyme, second and fourth lines are going to line, so on and so forth. Okay, and then of course that rhyme scheme at the end is totally different. All right, so here is the sonnet itself. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Okay, so it's a very nice poem. Sonnet, rather. Sorry. It's, now, I'm sure everybody's like, well, what the hell does it mean? Let's talk about it, because why not? Right? Right. Okay, first quatrain. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the barley buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. So, thee means you. What narrative voice? Doesn't matter. Summer is the season, so now we're comparing a person to a season. Okay, so this kind of goes into that compare and contrast essay that we just did. The punctuation in line 1, okay, is obviously a question mark. So now he's saying, should I do this? And then he goes, yes, I should. Okay, so think about something like that. And more, it's more temperate, it's a degree of comparison. So you are more temperate than the winds that shake the darling buds of May, meaning the flowers, okay? And he's also saying that summer is too short, okay? So the second, which season would you associate with rough winds? Would May fall into the northern hemisphere? Okay, so that's kind of what they're going on. When do you sign a lease? Has an expiration date. Okay, so if we go back and look at it, and what language feature is Shakespeare using? So metaphor, he's using imagery. Summer is too short. It comes and goes far too quickly. Okay, I know I'm flying through this. This is why I'm going to give you guys the PowerPoint in week 9. Okay, sometime too hot, the eye of heaven shines, meaning sometimes it's just too hot from the sun. And often is his gold complexion dimmed. Sometimes the clouds move in. And every fair from fair sometime declines. So even the prettiest grow ugly. By chance or nature's changing course, untrimmed. So it's either by chance or nature is just taking its course and time has, evolved that person. Okay, so the eye of heaven, language feature. Look at that, there's that eye, beautiful, I know. Sometimes the sun is too hot in summer, not ideal or temperate. So if something is temperate, it's like even keeled, it's mild mannered. Sometimes his gold complexion dimmed, language again, it's more personification. Okay, every fair from fair sometimes declines. So fair equals beauty. Decline means you are no longer beautiful. Here we have the lovely Mila Kunis. She's beautiful, not so much. Okay, so that's our idea, right? Nature's changing course. Things change over time. Very simple. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Okay, where have we seen this theme from Shakespeare before? Almost in every play, but hold on, I can't read it. Though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Sonnet 116. Now, something I'm going to share with you, and we're going to get into this more when we start reading Taming the Shrew. Shakespeare loves dick jokes. I said it, and now you know. And all you got to do is look for those in all of his plays, and I tell you, it will be immensely more fun for you. Anyway, I digress. We'll talk about that more again when we get to Taming the Shrew. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. Okay, so thy is your. We all know that Shakespeare speaks in Old English. It's not conventional, obviously, modern day English. He's not calling somebody his bae or his boo or whatever other shit we call people now. I don't know. Eternal summer is youth. Okay, adults are only kids grown up anyway. People are like Oreos, good stuff's on the inside. Okay, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade. So here again, we have some personification of death. So we had some of God, now we have some of death. Okay, death won't take these things from you. What is it linked to? When in eternal lines to time thou growest. They will be eternalized in words. So the lines are the lines of his poem. Okay, so that because we have now committed to paper how beautiful you are, you will always remain beautiful. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Okay, that's fine. All right, so now the rhyming couplet, the last 2 lines. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Okay, as long as man lives, these words will live and gives you immortality. Okay, so as long as men can breathe and eyes can see, which we all know that they can, unless you're, blind, which is what they're supposed to be looking. That was horrible. So long lives this particular sonnet, and this sonnet gives life to thee immortally. Okay. Okay, so now here's what you're going to do. In the discussion post that I posted, there's more instructions. The sonnet is there. Okay, what are the main themes presented? How are they presented? How do you feel about the ideas that Shakespeare presents in this poem? I don't know why it says her poem. I guess I have a typo. And then last question, sorry. Select a line you find particularly striking. Explain how Shakespeare made it so striking. Talk about his language usage. Now, these questions can be simply answered in 3 sentences. 1 sentence for the first question, 1 for the second, 1 for the third. I'm not looking for anything crazy. I'm not looking for anything super academic, okay? I'm just looking for an answer. Doesn't need to be grammatically correct. I don't care how long it is. Just answer the questions, okay? Make my life easy when I grade, right? And now here's your assignment. You create your own assignment, or your own sonnet, sorry. Follow the same rules that are found in Sonnet 18. Use the rhyme scheme, okay? 3 quatrains of 4 lines, A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F. 14 lines total. You're gonna end with that rhyming couplet, GG. Be creative, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you sorry, I gotta play around with my screen for a second, hold on. I'm going to read a example of, there we go, okay, sorry, of a sonnet that a student created 2 semesters ago in my 102 class here at Union. Okay, and this came after I had brought Christian to class, which is pretty fitting because the last time I saw you guys, I brought Christian to class. He was also obsessed with Paw Patrol and Octonauts, just so we know, okay? So here is the sonnet. I can post this as well if you would like. It does not need to be a serious topic. It can be fun, okay? So there's some that are created about chocolate bars. I don't know, maybe you want to compare like the sun to the moon, I don't know. Okay, so here is the example. Shall I compare thee to Paw Patrol? Pure perfection of an animated show. Completes one's heart and even their soul. Never again to hit an all-time low. When you're sick in the morning, just grab some cereal. Be blessed to witness an odd police force of talking puppies, which seems quite surreal. That's right, dogs, not of cow or horse. So next time you awaken cold and sick, you should take the time to ask thyself, which show is it that I should pick? And in time, you'll see the restore of your health. Next time you're alone with your sickness and thoughts, say hello to the puppies and bye to the Octonauts. I don't know why, but that was probably the funniest for me to read. Let's see. There were many that were really good in this past class. Someone else was a little more serious. Shall I compare you to a rose? You're like a freshly cut rose. Looks so full of life at the same time, but they didn't follow the rhyme scheme, so that kind of fell flat. But it's a much more serious take on this assignment, is to compare it to something a little more romantic. Okay, so, sorry. This can go away. So when you create your sonnet, you're going to submit it as reader response number 6 under your assignments. You don't need to react to it. You don't need to tell me how you felt about the sonnet. I don't need to know any of that. I just need the sonnet that you have created. That's it. Easy peasy. Okay, simply make your own. Let's see if I put anything else in your instructions. I did not. That's great. So now what the f am I doing? We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. I think that's it. Okay, so your assignment is to create your sonnet, do the discussion post. I'm going to be reaching out to you individually over the weekend if you have a grade that is slightly concerning to me, or if you haven't been handing in assignments. I know that being home and having to do all this stuff now kind of on our own without, you know, the in-class daily reminder of like, this is your homework and this is blah, 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 has been probably a little hard for everybody. I know that I haven't been as active on the group chat because I've been trying to get everything uploaded. So you guys have to tell me, like, what do you need from me? How can I make this easier for you guys? What else could I be doing? What more do you need? I want to make this easy. I want to make it, you know, beneficial. I don't want you guys to feel like you're going to have to take 1 or 2 again, though you shouldn't have to. I don't think anybody right now is failing, so that's fantastic. Keep in mind, I did post the new due dates. Where the fuck did I put them though? Is a great question. Okay, I didn't write it on this piece of paper. I must have written it somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know where I wrote it, but I know it's on Canvas. Would you guys prefer email or Canvas mail? Canvas mail? I don't know. Let me know. I will talk to you guys soon. I will see you on Monday. Well, I'll see you on Monday. If you need those virtual office hours, I can post the link for one of my other classes and you can just hop in. That's fine. I don't mind. Other than that, I think that's it. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.